Okay, so let's start off where we left off with the copper. I did do a couple rearrangements here to make this a little bit better, a little more organized, nothing major. But first thing we want to do today, we're getting ready to do iron, is take some of my nice stone supply, and let's make, in the background we'll make 100 blocks. And then I'm going to hit the J key to call up the research. And the first thing I want to do to make things a little faster, let's bring up the second level of smelting, which is the copper level. And we'll do that. That's a quick one, 32. And then after that, we want to go to basic machines so we can upgrade that to copper. Or let's wait till this is done and then I can check it. There's a couple other things we're going to need to do before we can do iron completely. So we don't need the steel macerator quite yet, so we'll do that later. So steel production is up in this area. So the first thing we need to do is let's do the drying. And what the drying does, it gives you the copper oven that lets you make coke out of coal. To do steel production, which is right next to it over here, you need coke instead of coal. So we'll wait till that's done, and meanwhile while that's working, let's go over here and expand this out a little bit more. I did add some steps over here, by the way. So 2, and we'll just put a few more rows here. I'm going to need a few more rows, I think, for iron and steel production. Definitely for iron. I may even have to go a little wider for the steel part. Okay, I'm out of it already. So what you want to do to get steel is, first off, you got to mine the iron, which I don't have set up yet. And then you want to do this pretty much the same thing that you did over here for the copper, and end up with iron ore. So we'll do that first. So I'm going to make, I can find it here, there it is, make a copper drilling rig. Now unfortunately I'm going to stop that. You can left click on something that you're producing and it'll end it. Because I want to get right in with the iron rig here. Alright, let's get rid of the E. So we're going to pull that right next to that one. It's as good a spot as any. Let's make sure I can reach iron from here. I'm pretty sure I can. Iron, there it is. Okay, so we're good to go. Now I'm going to need probably 3 Stirling engines. 1, 2, 3. Some heat transfer pipes. Make 4. I think 3 is enough, but and I'm going to go with a copper furnace. So I may only have to put 1 on there. Alright, so let's go down here. And this is the same setup that you usually do. Did I not make Stirling engines? I thought I did. Huh. I guess not. 1, 2, it's not letting me make them. There they go. Okay. That was strange. There we go. So, exact same setup as the other ones. Of course, it's time consuming. There we go. That's the hard part. Alright, so I got the heat pipes already. And this will connect to the other one, which is alright. But I'm going to go ahead and add another copper furnace in here just to make sure that everything stays warm enough. And it's already mining. So let's go back here. I have to hook that copper furnace up to coal. I don't want to waste time over here though, so we'll bring this out. And again, just put it into a stone chest. Clear that out. Okay, stone chest. There we go. Alright, so now, as you can see, I have iron ore. Which I actually have some in my inventory. Okay. So that part's done. So now we want to bring this up, and like I said, kind of do the same thing we did over there to it. So we'll get a robotic arm, pull it out of there, and then put a hammer down. I don't know if I have a hammer. It doesn't look like it, so we'll make a hammer. Do I have a macerator? I do not. Make a macerator, and we'll go from there. Okay, so there's my hammer. Now, I'm not going to be able to, I can probably transfer it over. Matter of fact, I think we'll try that. We'll put the kinetic side over there. And I'll try and go below here, so we'll use the mining tool and knock out a couple of those so I know where I'm going. And you can cheat. I do this a lot. Just fall through the floor. And then you can clear out underneath here over to your heat source. Now, once I do this, a few more heat pipes. Once I do this, I will probably have to add some more furnaces over here. We'll see, because I'm stealing heat from the other side here. And I should have waited. I need one more. There it is. Okay, so now I got the heat over there. And then I can move it over this way, back and forth. I could also connect it to over here. It does look like I'm going to need another source of coal over here. So let's do this. Oh, I keep the iron running here at full force. Robotic arm. Pull from. It's being picky. Pull it from there. And we'll put a couple, because I'm going to have to go up this way eventually anyway. Use the 3 button. That way, go 2. Take another robotic arm. Go that way. And go to the right, and there we go. So now that coal furnace is automated, this should start heating back up again. 2 copper furnaces should be able to run 2. Yeah, we're at 100%. Alright, let's go back up to the top here. Now I have my heat source over here. I actually didn't need that one. Let's take that one out of there. Save that for later. So now I need a Stirling engine. And we'll go ahead, I made the macerator already. We'll go ahead and make a Stirling engine for that. Okay, so now the hammer's going. It does take a little bit longer. That should go up here as we go. It does take a little bit longer to hammer out the iron than it does the copper. I'm not sure why it's done at 8%. We'll have to check it a little bit, see if that goes up. There we go. So iron, 100%, the peak efficiency with a copper Stirling engine is about 62%. But when you upgrade that to steel, it'll go up a little bit. So we'll be okay. And again, I don't like one section on hold for another section, so every step of the way I put this in so it keeps running. I put it in a crate. So now I got it hammered. My next step would be the macerator. And let's see if there's an easier way to do this. Probably not. I just do, again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, so that's not what I wanted. So if you think of an easier way or a better way, it's all good. Alright, so I'm going to need the heat up here. That's not right either. Let's just pull it straight out of there for now. I'm going to have to clear this out. Lots of adjustments as you're doing this and thinking it through. Alright, so need a few more heat pipes. Probably going to have to add another furnace over here because I'm starting to use a lot more over there. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'll put the copper macerator. Where is it? There it is. We'll put that right there. Put the Stirling engine for it. Right there. Then I gotta feed this. Let's try something different. You hate to spread it out too far that way. It gets a little bit wasteful of space after a time. So we'll do this instead. Put it on the conveyor belt, take it right back off. There we go. This is cooling off. Looks okay so far. Alright, I need a couple more robotic arms. And I got all this copper I took out of the bin over here before I started the video. So the next step is the smelting process. So, copper arm. We'll go ahead and pull that, because I can do this right from, nope. I want this going into a stone chest. Always. For me, it's always better to do it that way. That way, one step is not waiting on another step to finish, if that makes sense. Alright, so now, we're going to make a couple copper smelters. 1, 2. And I got 2 of those, so first thing we're going to do is pull it out of there, go to the left. Then I'm going to take a couple more of those. And we'll make a couple more robotic arms. So we're going to put it over here, like I did there. That seemed to work. One more. How are we doing for heat? Yeah, we're starting to lose it. So I'll have to upgrade those in a minute here. Quick change here. Rethinking this process. Sometimes I don't understand what I'm doing until I put it down. And I say, well, that's not right. Alright, so I'll upgrade the heat sources after I get this all done here. How many heat pipes do I have? I might have enough, but I'll make a couple more. definitely below 100% now. So now what I can do, put these right over the heat sources, and then take the 2 copper arms, put them there, and then we need another copper arm. Make 2 copper arms. That should be enough. We'll bring one of them That's the best way to do this. I don't want to interfere with any expansion I'm going to do on the copper side, so I'm going to keep it going this way. So we'll pull it out of here, go to the right, but I'm going to have to pull it out of here too, so I may have to work around this a little bit later. Pull it out of there, go to the right. Arrows are facing the right way, yeah. Well, actually, let's make this one go to the left since I have to use that over there anyway. And then I'll put this here, and that can go right into a stone chest, and the other one there we go. Okay, so now we got our iron smelted into iron ingots. Now, we're still not at steel, we're only at iron. So, what's the next step? First off, we go down here and we fix our heat problem. And we'll add, let's change these, make these both, all 3 of them, copper furnaces. That'll make a big difference right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll put that right where the other ones were. I think that was the first one. Nope, there's one over here. Oh, it's hard to see. And there was one here. I think that's it. Is that right? Am I off on this one? I'm off on that one. Okay, so we need to put that one there. There we go. Okay, so now I got 3 copper furnaces running. That'll be a lot more efficient. We'll see if that heats it up enough. It might in the long term here, it might not. It's getting a little red. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Okay, so, like I said before, in order to get steel from these iron ores, you need coke. And I think what I'm going to do is expand this way a little bit. I should have some more blocks now. I don't want to go down too far. So I'm going to put my second coal mine over there. That's all I got. Okay. Alright, so let's see how this fits. I need a coal mine. And what I need, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll make some of those because I'm going to need those too. Alright, so I'm going to put the mine down here. I may have to, let's see, we'll sit there. I think I'll put it up here. Okay, so make sure we can reach the coal still from there. Oh, I might not be able to. Well, that's an issue. See if I can reach her from down here. Sometimes that little bit makes a difference. Gotta make sure I have enough room for my... Let's try right there. Nope. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Let's look at the map. So right there is about as far away as you can reach an item. That's kind of thrown me a curveball. So what I'll have to do is extend everything out this way to put my second coal mine in, but I'll do that. I'm going to have to do it. I still am making enough for that one, so do I have any blocks? I don't know if I do or not. I do not. So let's make... This is going to take a couple seconds, unfortunately. I'm going to put my other coal mine down here. Take that one out of there. And then I'll have to transfer it up there on conveyors. Might be a good idea to skip through this part if this is boring. Only take a couple seconds. That should be enough stone blocks. Let's see what I can do here. Alright. We'll put this here instead. Come on. There we go. That way. Okay. I should be able to do coal from here. There it is. And we'll just set this one up just like this. Previous one. Okay. So I have my 3 Stirling engines. Just happen to be lined up the correct way. 3 hand transfer pipes. I'm going to put a copper furnace on here. I'm actually getting low on copper, but I'll have a lot in the bin up there, so that'll be okay. Okay, I'm going to have to cancel that so I get my copper furnace. Notice I'm starting to lose heat, so and we're going to do that out. Extend this and move the robotic arm. Put that into this coal copper furnace. And that'll heat all that back up. I'm probably not at, I am at 100% now. Eventually I'll take these 2 out. I don't want to do that during the video. That'll be off the video. I'm going to go through, before I do the next video, and upgrade all my stone furnaces to copper. It's just more efficient that way. Alright, I should have some more stone blocks. We'll put them in here. Make some steps so I don't have to struggle to get up and down. Okay. And then we'll start taking the coal out of here. I wasn't planning on setting this up way back here, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to make a bunch of those. So I have to go get some more copper. But I got tons of it now. I'll take a few stacks of that. 25 of those. I should have made a robotic arm first. I'll cancel that, make the robotic arm. And then make 25 of them. Alright, so we'll go over there. Hit the 3 button. I'm gonna, I can't see which direction. There we go. I'm gonna have to bring this up. I don't want to mess with all that other stuff, so we'll go over to and then we'll go back over. I can always use this for the other stuff later if I need to. Okay, so instead of having my coal furnace here, I'm going to have a coal source here from the, or not the coal furnace, but the coal mine. Again, right click, up arrow. Rotate that until it goes up. Now I'm going to have to experiment with this because I may have to take that one out. This is always tricky to do when you change directions. Let's see if that works. Am I on the right level? We'll find out in a second. There we go. And it takes it up. Perfect. Usually doesn't work out that well. Then I want to take it from there to there, and of course put a stone chest here. Okay, so now I got my coal source. I had to put my mine way back there, but at least it's coming up to where I want it to be. Alright, so now back to research. I did do drying, so now I have a copper oven. That's the first thing I want to put here. Copper oven right here. It'll take a couple seconds. Alright, these are pretty big. I'll put it right. One more over. I don't know if I can. Doesn't look like I can. That's a good spot as any though. Okay, so here's my copper oven. So now, I want to take 2 robotic arms. That should work. Okay, so we'll take it out of the chest. Use some conveyors. Bring it to there. Use a robotic arm. Probably get rid of one of those. Turn it to the left. Yeah, let's get rid of one of these. We can use that later. Okay. And I think it takes 10 of these. You don't have to supply any heat to these. I don't know if that's going to change in the future, but right now it kind of makes their own heat. I guess it just uses the coal that it puts in. I think it needs 10, so it does take a little while. But as that's working, I'll get ready to take the output of that. Make a couple robotic arms. I still have 7 of those, so we're good there. While that's working, I'll set up to take the coke from out of it and bring it up maybe to there for now. Matter of fact, I'll put that in a stone chest. Okay, it's fired up, so look, I don't know if it took 10 or not, I'm not sure. But you know it's working, it spits out some smoke. And it'll be turning these coal into coke. and we load those into that chest. So what do I do with that? Now I have to look, because I need research. You can look at this, it says device for producing charcoal, coke, and clay firing. So that's not what I need. Guess what I need? Steel production. I need a copper blast furnace. Luckily I'm still not using any chips, so that goes good. We'll just start that research and wait for that while this fires up. It does take 10, and the good thing is, as you're firing it, it reloads 10 for the next time, so the second batch goes a little quicker. Not the speediest of processes. So I can see what I got here when it's done. So 10 coal does produce 10 cokes. Something else you have to look at for these. Notice this, creosote. That's a waste product that builds up in these furnaces. You have to get rid of it. If it gets to 75, it clogs and it will no longer work. So there's a couple things when this research is done that I have to research, and I'll show you what that is when this is done. It's almost done. Okay, so now my furnace is done. So to get rid of that, you need a pump. You have to pump it out of there. So I'll research pump. That's a little quicker. And then I want to get over to gas dump. At this point, notice I need circuits. That's kind of a pain. But, so I'll skip the gas dump from now. I'll show you a shortcut until you can, next video I'll show you how we can get circuits. You can manually dump the pump, which is kind of a pain. So you want to get circuits pretty quick. But that's like I said, I'll do that in the next video. I just want to get steel making right now. Okay, so now I have the pumps. So the pump is the thing with the arrow. You hit that. And what you can do until you get the gas burner, you see it loads it automatically. You just dump the content. Basically what you're doing is just taking it, throwing it over the side, I assume. Alright, so now I have the copper blast furnace. Let's make one of those. I don't think you need iron for anything that I've seen yet. You need steel. So I'll just put this, leave one gap there. I'll put that right there. And we'll feed in, I'm pretty sure I can do it from there. Oh, I have to select it out. When you get to this level, you have to tell it what you want to make. You have different recipes. You see, I need 15 coke and 10 iron ingots to make 10 steel ingots. So that's what I want to do. I may have to look at using iron dust in the future here too. Might be a little more efficient. But I just want to get the coke or the steel up and running now. Alright, so I'm going to need 2 of those, 2 robotic arms. I'll make 5 more of these, although right now I don't think I need them. Alright, so I want to take the iron ore out of there, put it on the conveyor belt. That should be far enough. take it off the conveyor belt, move it to the left. Okay, so now it's loading. And now, while that loads, I don't remember if I have to drain something out of here or not. I don't think I do. But now, we're ready to take that stone chest, take a robotic arm, and a stone chest. And after this loads, there we go, I think it started now. And you'll know those are working because they're putting out smoke also. Alright. I do have a little bit of a backlog of coke. I think it makes the coke about a third faster than it uses it with one furnace. So that should be good. I do definitely gotta do some research before the next video. And again, what I'm looking to get to is circuits, which are up here. I do remember that. Pretty easy. I mean, what? Pretty easy to get to. We'll just go ahead and research that. It's only 32. And if you want to see what you need for circuit, hover over it, center click. And I think you can hand make those. You can. You just need copper wire and a circuit board. What do you need for a circuit board? To hand make a circuit board, you need planks. You make your own planks. What was the next step here? So let's do the circuit board research. Okay. You need trees, and if you look around here, I don't have many trees. Those are bushes. That could be interesting. Another fall on this mat, possibly. I don't think I get any wood from bushes. Yeah, I did. I got one wood from bush. A bush. That's kind of weak, but that may be what I'm stuck with here. There is a way to manufacture these materials. I may have to do that. Okay. So I got a couple. But now, if you go in here, circuit should be on the list somewhere. There they are. So I can make 7 circuits to start with. Usually for research you need 8. I'm not sure why I can only make 7. I'm out of copper again already. Wow. I don't have enough copper. Like I said, you go through a lot of copper. And now I can make 26. So I'm going to go ahead and make 10 of those. But I'll use those the next time. So now you just saw how easy it is to get to circuits. Circuits aren't bad. They're kind of costly to make, and it's going to be a pain for me because I don't have a whole lot of trees around me. But there you go. There's our first steel ingot. So that's where I wanted to go to today. Hopefully you understood everything I did there. I do want to upgrade these. Everything's hot. The furnaces are good. Remember to keep an eye on that. That'll come back to haunt you. Yeah, we're looking good over here too. Before the next video, I'm going to go in and upgrade all these furnaces under here to copper. That way I could probably eliminate 1 or 2 of them. But we're up and running. It's all automated all the way to steel ingots. Again, if you found this helpful, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. I'm going to be doing another game here, one of my favorite games, Stationeers. It's a lot of fun, and it's one of my favorite games. I have probably more than 1,000 hours on it. It's a lot of fun. Again, you have a good one. The next video we'll look into upgrading all this. I'll only do that once for you, just to show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. Should be a pretty quick video. But as you can see, now there's robotic arms. A little slow. So if we research the steel robotic arms and upgrading, everything moves a little bit quicker. A little less bogged down. But that'll be next. And then we'll go on to stainless steel. Before we get to that point, also we'll look about washing the ore to get the gold, and also washing the iron to get, I don't remember what washing the iron gives you, but we'll find out. Alright, have a good one.